After it, you, I won't do that to you. You're Mr. Familusi, please. Children, men, some masculine. Our children need some extra masculine hands. We are not raising them. The boys need to see men. Are you with me? One time I was in one other school many years ago, and I wanted to leave, and the head teacher sat me down in her office and she said, look at these girls of your race. See how they have been so, just seeing you amongst, I was the only black female. I'm not saying this as far, I can say black, I can say white, it's not a bad thing. I was the only black teacher, female teacher at that time. And it was, these girls, it was just a breath of fresh air for them to see somebody. They love all their teachers, of course, but to see somebody, they are kind. It makes a lot of difference in their lives. When our boys in church, when they see the men, trust me, you don't know what it does. Because all they see is mommy telling them, do this. Mommy, do. Mommy, take them to school. Mommy this, mommy that, mommy that. We need to reflect. You know, I know that we have men here who are present as well in the lives of their children. That needs to be reflected in the ministry. It needs to be. So if there's 1, 2, or 3, you think one Sunday alone, Abby, a month, you're not going to be there every single Sunday. No. It will be just the one Sunday. And of course, it is a DBS. It's what is it called again, Adam? There will be checks done on you, right? So if you have a clean DBS, please, thank you. You know, make yourself available. You don't have to think, oh, am I blessed to be around children? Do I have that calling? Sometimes, I remember who came to this church when they married her recently. It was Ishola. And I said to her, where will you serve? We need you to serve somewhere. And she just looked at me and she said, where is the need? You know, that was amazing. I said, where is the need, Pastor? Where am I? Just tell me where. So in other words, it doesn't matter if I have the gift. It doesn't matter if, you know, I love being there. It doesn't matter if that's what I call my own ministry. No, it doesn't matter. What do we need now? And I think we need to be all thinking in that direction. Sometimes God will plant you in the area where you're gifted, where you feel like, yeah, this is my calling. I love to teach, inspire. I love to do this. I love to do that. Yeah, this is my calling. But in a ministry where there's so many different things happening at the same time, sometimes you will be needed in an area. You will be needed. Maybe you are not, it's not your calling, but you're needed. Will you answer the call when you're needed? Amen. Does this make sense, everybody? Okay, thank you. So we need men and women. We need more women. Can you imagine what we saw today? We need more. We need more. We thank God for a ministry like this. When he first came to church and he saw the children do something, Brother Godwin, and he saw the children do something, and he said, this is where I want my children to be. And he's here today. You know, some people walk in and it doesn't matter to them, they can be in any church. Some Christian men or women, mothers, fathers, to them, they can be in any church and they will function. But if their children, if they feel their children are not benefiting and not functioning how they should, they will not stay there. They will go for their children at that age to find where their children can flow. And that was what he said. He said, I want my children amongst those children. And today, not only did he bring his children, he brought his gifts. Amen. So do we get our responsibility now? So women, men, especially men, please, at the end of the service today, Auntie Jesus here, she's a ministry leader. Bro Adam is the assistant. Pastor Odun, bless Pastor Odun. She's the, let me finish now. She's the pastoral, well, actually, I'm the pastoral lead. I'm the pastoral lead. Pastor Odo is pastoral lead for our teaching ministry, like Inspire, discipleship, and things like that. Pastor Odo is the pastoral lead for that. So the kids ministry is actually directly under me. But I thank God for Pastor Odo as well. Just being there, it then feels like I don't even need to be there. It then feels like I don't even have to have, because she's there. You know, everything, she's like overseeing, she's doing everything. And she's also rolling her sleeves. She's rolling her sleeves. You know, kids ministry is about rolling your sleeves. Amen. And I thank God. We thank God for each and every one of them. Sister Onyi, Sister Simbo here, who, no matter what, her hands are so full in this ministry, but she couldn't leave them. She couldn't leave them. And you can't leave her. You can't leave them. Every day I look at her like, your hands are so full. But we need her there as well, because not only is it her calling, because she does other things, but there's just something she does in that place, especially in the area of our, you know, we need to be developing our, what's that thing called now? Inclusion. Our children with educational needs, inclusion and all. We need to develop that. Look, this thing is not, children's ministry is not a joke.